I've actually been advised to seek therapy for that decision.
Oh man, I would agree with that one. Howdy friends, Super Dave Quinn here, and I am at the Texas Economic Development Conference in Rockwall, Texas. We're in Rockwall.
Yes.
And I have a great little guest here, Soledad, and I am pleased to know you're an Aggie.
Yes,
So
I am. Class of 23. Woo!
I love it. All right, so she's agreed to give us a little background on how you got into economics. Before we do that, introduce yourself so that tell everybody who you are, where you work for.
Hi, I'm Soledad Garcia. I'm the project coordinator for the Economic Development Corporation in DeSoto, Texas. I've been doing this for about full-time, 6 months now.
Okay.
They promoted me from intern.
Oh, congratulations.
So, yeah.
Brand new, you're a baby at this.
I am. I'm a new member. So.
All right. I love it. Well, welcome to the club. It's an awesome fraternity. I don't know. It's an awesome group to be a part of.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit, because I've been told your story is just a little bit different from most economic developers.
Yes.
Tell us your origin story. How did you get into economic development? What made you want to do this kind of work?
So my story is different, whereas I came out of school knowing economic development is what I want to do. I've actually been advised to seek therapy for that decision.
Oh man, I would agree with that one.
I watched my dad do it for 25 years.
Oh, that's awesome.
So his name is Gus Garcia. He leads the Office of Economic Development in Arlington, Texas.
Okay.
And growing up, I think I just had like a different perspective on economic development. I got to see how little projects, like a splash pad in the park, to big projects, like he was on the team that brought the medical school to
Okay, that's awesome.
And just seeing how like kids, like elementary version of me, got to see how that like affects the community, like, and it's just inspiring to know that like my dad played a hand in placing those building blocks that have led to so much growth in the valley now.
That's amazing. And so are you now looking back and seeing those projects and seeing how they're, like I said, a lot of times that happens in economic development. You work somewhere, you get something, and then you either get recruited up or something happens and you move, and you don't ever get to really go back and see. So do y'all get a little bit of that? Do you get to look back and see how the projects are doing?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like now the family, we all moved to the DFW area, so we're all over here, but we still have extended family in the valley.
Okay.
I feel like every time we drive back, I'm like just shocked at how much has changed.
It's amazing, right? This stuff doesn't happen by accident. There's real intention to it. So you've just started 6 months. Tell us what is something very exciting or that you're excited about in your current position. Something in the last 6 months that has got you kind of jazzed and you're like, okay, yeah, I chose the right thing.
Yeah. This is kind of more of it's been a challenge, but in a good way.
Right.
So DeSoto doesn't have a business licensing program.
Okay.
So a lot of what I've done is I've taken on our BR&E efforts.
Okay.
And I've kind of been like pioneering getting all those contacts and all that information for our businesses.
Okay.
So it's been really out of my comfort zone, but kind of cool to just walk in and be like, hey, this is who I am. I'm not selling you anything. Right. Yeah. And then the conversation pretty much goes after they realize you're not there to sell them something.
Okay, now what did you study at A&M? What was your background?
I studied business, so general business degree, but I had a concentration in marketing.
Okay.
And then I have a minor in communications and psychology.
Awesome. Okay. So that's a pretty good skill set for what you're doing, because you kind of touch on all of those things for small businesses, right? For your business community. Okay, so is there anything that you saw your dad do? What's a tip that like you've learned from him? Obviously, he was successful. Yeah. What's something that you learned from him that you're going to be able to roll into your career, you think?
I think just how to work a room, really. He's always been so great at that. And, like, kind of being, there's so many, like, strong personalities in, like, city government.
Yes, there
and
is.
I've firsthand seen how he, like, is
how
able
you deal
to,
with that.
How you deal with all of them. And kind of, like, navigate those situations and knowing when and, like, when it's appropriate to, like, challenge something and when it's, like, okay, like, let me be a little political here.
Yeah. So we just had Lisa Denton on, and she was talking about that same thing of knowing when to push, and sometimes you just have to let things. It's not a hill to die on. It's all right. It's not what I would do, but if that's what you want, okay, I'll do that.
Yeah, and I'm still living at home, so I'm like economic development 24/7. Like I come home from work.
So y'all talk shop around the kitchen table, and
we do. Yeah, absolutely.
All right,
it's
so
like,
that's been good.
Yeah.
Has it been helpful to have sort of that? I mean, like that's more than a mentor. That's like next level mentorship right there.
No, absolutely. And Arlington's a big city, and there's a lot happening there right now. So I get to hear a little bit about like all these huge projects and just hear his perspective on like challenges I'm facing and knowing he's been there. And also like everyone says like there's no such thing as a stupid question, but when it's like your dad, like you can really ask whatever you want. Yeah, however you want, and
you're not gonna get
it's a different level
roll
of
eyes or eyes rolled or whatever. Okay. Well, thank you for stopping by, just saying hi. We appreciate you doing that. I'm very excited to have another Aggie in the business.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if we can help you in any way, please let us. We'd love to help you in any way we can.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. Yeah.